I'm Rachel Nelson from Akron, New York, upstate New York Synod, and some of my earliest memories are me playing church with some of my friends. When I was 4 or 5, I had this specific memory of I had one of my really atheist friends over, and I asked if she wanted to play communion. Obviously, she didn't really know what that was or anything, so I explained the entire story that I knew of Jesus and what that was and what communion was to me as a 4 or 5-year-old. And I was that little kid who baptized her cat a couple times and stuff like that. That was about the time where I realized that God was calling me to do something different than my friends who wanted to be veterinarians or doctors or whatever. I was realizing that God was calling me to Word and Sacrament ministry, and that was being affirmed by people all around me in the church and in my church and other people. And for the next decade or so, that was being affirmed of me strongly, that Word and Sacrament, ordination, being a pastor, were all things that I felt this extreme call to. Until I was 17. I came out as gay, and I felt like the carpet that was church, that was the solid thing in my life for the past 18 years, had been tugged from under me. I didn't know what my place in the church was anymore. That assumption that I'm going to be a pastor in the ELCA, I'm going to be able to do that, and that's my call, was just pulled away. I didn't know where my place in the church was, and I still don't quite anymore. I encourage you to think of this story and stories like this of LGBTQ folks in the church who probably don't know their place or may not understand their place as the ELCA goes through this time of transition.